Hello and welcome. Today we're going to continue talking about function notations. So to start, we're going to open a calculator, which there's a calculator link right here. So just go ahead and click on it and it will open the Desmos calculator. And today we're going to keep the tab right there. All you have to do is open the keyboard. So just leave it like that. Today we're going to work with the Go formative like this and the Desmos like this. You also want a piece of paper. When we do the functions, we're going to write down on a piece of paper. I'm going to write on here on the side, but you write on a piece of paper, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. On this problem, I have the formula right here, so I'm going to copy on my paper 2/3 x squared minus 4x. Okay, now remember, you're going to put parentheses around the x. Then you copy again. So open parentheses, squared. But inside the parentheses, what are we going to put inside the parentheses? Well, that's when we look over here, and that's what we're going to put inside the parentheses. This is the x value that the problem gave us. So we're going to put -3 and -3. So now we're ready with this formula right here. This is what we want to write on the calculator. So you have that on a piece of paper, okay? And so now we move to the calculator. So we're here at the calculator. We're going to write 2 divided by 3. Don't forget to move the cursor. Okay, notice that the cursor here is right next to the 3. So we want to move so that now is over here to the right of the fraction. Now we open parentheses, -3, close parentheses, square, minus 4, open parentheses, -3, close parentheses. Make sure you wrote correctly from what you wrote on your paper. And we got the answer 18. So now we're going to go back to formative. And now if you notice right here, we're going to type the answer. So we're going to write 18. And if that's correct, if you notice right there, it changed to green. So that means it's correct. So let's go on to the next problem. On the next problem, you're going to open here. And this is going to be what we're going to learn new today. Today we're going to learn about function notation when you're given a graph. Last time we talked about when we have an equation. Now we're going to look when we have a graph. So when you have a graph, please remember that this is the value of x. So let's go ahead and change the color here so it is a little bit easier to see. And let's make it a little bit thicker, easier to see the line. So basically, you're going to go to x equals 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's your x, 4. So you draw a line until you touch the graph. When you touch the graph, then you look across. Where is the y value? Okay, so right there at 4, my y value is at 1. So you go here and you put the answer, 1. So we found the function, the f of x, when x equals 4, the y value is 1. So we put it right there. Why do I say y value? Because y value is the same thing as f of x, okay? So when we're looking for f of x, that's what we're looking for. All right, let's go on to the next question and go down here. I'm going to click right there. And here we go. Given the graph is f of x, what is f of 4? Okay, so we know that this is x. So we'll go to the x equals 4. We draw a line until we touch the graph. When we touch the graph, we look it across. And that's our answer right there. The function equals 3 when x equals 4. So the answer is 3. Okay, because 1, 2, 3. So the answer is 3. We put it in, and if you notice, we got a green light. Okay, so we're doing it correctly. Let's go on to the next problem. Again, click on show your work. This is asking for the value of the function when f equals -2. So we're going to go to -2 on the x, and then we draw a line to touch the graph. When we touch the graph, we look across. And across, we're touching right there. The y value there is 1, 2, 3. So the answer is 3. And then we'll put a check mark, and voila, we're getting a green light. Now let's go on to the next problem. And if you notice on this problem, we don't have a graph, but we have a table. And that's the other thing we're going to learn today, how to use function notation when we have a table. Well, when we have a table, all you have to do is look right here. Remember, this is the x value. And so I'm looking for the x value 2. So value 2 is right here. And right there, at value 2, I get 3 for the f of x, or for the y. So my answer right there is -3. Okay? So when you have a table, this is the x value. Look for the x value, and the answer will be what's on the y value side. Let's go on to the next question. And look again, we have a green light, so we're doing correctly. Let's keep going. Let's click on show work. This time we're looking for x is -6. So go down the x column and look for -6 is right there. And so that means my y value is 4. So let's go ahead and write 4. And there we go. The last example, here we have a table again, but this time the table is on the horizontal, but there's no problem. The x value is right here. I'm looking for 14, so 14 is right there. And what is the y value that corresponds to that? 9. So my answer is 9. Press in the check mark, and voila, we got our answer. So please notice that today we talked about function notation using an equation. Remember to write down the equation, put parentheses around the x, and then change the x with the value that is given. Make sure you use a piece of paper, and then go to your calculator, write carefully. When you get an answer, come back and type the answer here. We also talked about what if we have a graph. Well, remember, this is the x value, so go on the x-axis, looks for the value that they give you. Here they give me 4. Draw a line, a vertical line till it touches the graph, and then draw across to find your y value, to find your answer for the function. And then type, and there we go. Okay, so in all of these, we draw a vertical line to touch the graph and move it across. Okay, and then we had tables. When we have tables, remember this is the x value, so look on the left side, on the x value side, look for the value. In this case was 2. Look for the 2, and the number on the y side is your answer. So that's how you do the problems for function notation given a graph, a table, or an equation. I hope this video was helpful. Have a great day, and thank you.